What's up, guys? Exciting day today. It's time to hit the road to get some more vintage weights. My buddy Steve out in Pennsylvania let me know he wants to get rid of some more plates. I said, I am your man. So we're hitting the road. We got the excursion pulled out. Wanted to show you something really cool right here. I actually was able to connect my Beyond Power Voltra to the bumper since I have not changed out the bumpers yet on the excursion. So that is my mobile gym. It's going to make me really happy when we're on the road. I'm going to drag the family along with me. We're going to hopefully have some fun. We're going to bring you guys along for the ride and fire up this 7.3 Banks excursion and hit the road. Let's go. All right, guys, good first day of driving. Knocked out like 5 to 6 hours. I am in the parking lot of the hotel and I've got my mobile gym set up. So I brought a variety of different attachments, handles, etc. As you can see, some bugs were definitely taken out during the ride, but that's going to happen with a road trip. So I'm going to knock out a workout here, get the day started right, and then we will get on the road. So let's get to it. All right, guys, not a bad workout here this morning out as the sun was coming up, getting it done, and kind of made that up as I was going. Really fun, to be fair, and the mobile gym is working out well. So I'm gonna go get a little bit of food and then we need to get on the road because we got to put some hours in today and knock it out. Let's go. All right, guys, the road trip is going well. Yesterday, a lot of driving, and we made it to Indiana. All right, guys, it is pretty incredible how much you can kick your butt in a parking lot with one of those bad boys and a few attachments. That was fast and furious today, but really good feeling to just get that work in here on the road trip. So I'm gonna head in, grab a little bit of food, and then we are gonna jump on the road and finish up this drive today. So we are 21 hours into the drive. We've got a couple hours left, but we are officially in Pennsylvania now. And for those of you that don't know, my beautiful wife Carrie is actually from Pennsylvania. And it is ironic that the weather right now at this moment is very overcast, gray, kind of drizzly, not very warm and inviting. And when we left Colorado, it was super warm, sunny, inviting, full of life. You know, it felt really good.
It was really expensive.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, the 300 days of sunshine, you know, it pays off. So, it is ironic, however, that this is the third trip back to Pennsylvania to get York barbell vintage weights. So the better weights are definitely in Pennsylvania and they need to be relocated.
The better everything is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, I see where you're going with that. I see that you are saying that you are better, and I would agree. So I was able to relocate you to Colorado, just like all of these weights are relocating to Colorado as well. So I'm excited. We're getting close. It's going to be really cool to get all of these weights and figure out how to get them loaded in the truck, but we will figure it out. So definitely getting closer. The home stretch is officially here. All right, guys, another gorgeous day here in Pennsylvania. I'm missing the sun, but today is the day that we officially get to pick up the plates. We're gonna stop here at Home Depot for some packing supplies to keep them safe and pristine on the ride home. So we'll get in here, pick up what we need, and then we will be picking up the plates here shortly. So let's go. Probably should have got a cart. All right, so this is my favorite for moving plates. So this is just a foam cushion roll, and we will need quite a few of these. Probably should have got a cart, but I'm gonna see how many I can carry. Oh,
I can grab it.
yeah. Okay, now we need some tape. Okay. Definitely should have got a cart. That's okay. I feel like you're just enjoying the fact that. What do you think? 2 rolls maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, that should be enough. Heavy duty. 2 rolls. Do you think the sun is gonna come out on this trip, or we're not?
Did you see how green all the plants are?
I mean, it is really green, but it's also gloomy, like really gloomy. No? You don't think so?
I haven't seen the sun yet. No, I haven't.
What is it right now in Colorado? Like the temperature? Like upper 80s? Not like sunny up here, something like that?
Aren't you thankful that you have a reason to come to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's debatable that there's a much better collection of vintage weights here. I don't think it's debatable, but we're working on bringing those back to Colorado. So that's my job right now. All right, guys, so we made it. We were with Steve in his home gym, and this is absolutely incredible. I mean, I was blown away the first time we met.
Yeah.
And we talked shop for quite a while about everything, and you have a special love for gym equipment and weights, and I mean, this is phenomenal, man. I mean, you just were telling me you got rid of a few pieces out of here.
Yeah.
And the space that you have utilized is incredible.
Yeah, it literally is like a game of inches with this stuff.
Yeah.
Like there are things that they have to be perfectly set or they won't clear, and maybe you have to move something in order to make something else work. But,
absolutely.
That's part of the fun of it is finding the right pieces that can kind of sit together. And I was telling you, that's what I was doing yesterday. A good friend of mine came and bought a bunch of pieces, and
yeah.
I think he's got like 8 or 9 for me now total, and I filled the space the same day, right back with
that's crazy
with everything. So
what are some of your favorites? I mean, you could probably, just like me, every piece of equipment I have, like you could tell a story of each one.
100%.
But if you had to pick, like, hey, these are my favorites that you wouldn't want to let go, or like that you're attached to for whatever reason.
Yeah, so I'm going to answer that question and look silly when I do, because my favorite is the Nebula leg press, but I did sell it. So it just hasn't been picked up yet. But this is a special piece to me. In fact, Tom Eilerman, who is the guy he owned Nebula, he designed all these pieces. He's been here in my gym. We have a picture together.
Oh, that's awesome.
With this specific leg press. My son loves it. But the only reason I sold it is because I had an opportunity to buy one that's even more rare than this.
That's awesome.
And that's a Gen 2 unilateral, bilateral option. There's only 2 of them that were made, and I picked that one up, and so I was okay to let this one go.
Well, you'd naturally be okay to let it go.
Yeah. So,
get something even better.
Yeah. And I guess I'm fortunate, but maybe my wallet's not fortunate. We have one of the largest equipment wholesalers is in Pennsylvania, like 40 minutes from me.
So you have a ready supply?
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Jeff, who's the owner, Fitness Equipment Empire, I've known him like 15 years. So I got this from him, I got the other one from him.
It's a good relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when that stuff comes up, he's like, hey, do you want this before I talk to people? And
yes.
I'm like, I do, but you're killing me.
Yes,
But this Paramount tricep piece here is pretty rare. It's my favorite tricep piece, like dedicated tricep. Normally in a gym this small, you want to try to avoid stuff that is like single use specific. You try to get like, multiple different movements out of it. And obviously I could do triceps on the free motion or on the cable stack there, but this is so good that it's worth.
How does that work? I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways to hold it. You could do like traditional kickbacks. So holding it straight down.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then the other way is more like a skull crusher.
That's awesome. That is.
It just isolates and hits it like dead on. Great strength curve.
That's fun, man.
Yeah, Paramount's another line that's like really underappreciated. They have so
Yeah.
many great pieces, and they pop up, and usually they're reasonable, you know, in terms of the price. When I was saying you look for stuff that's like versatile, a preacher bench probably, you know, do you need or not? But this
Sure.
one, which is Reflex, and I bought it from Rode, you can go, you know, from a spider curl to all these different angles, you know, all the way to like a table curl.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, a lot that you can do with it. The biangular transformer, so for people who are in a tight space, obviously, like I love the rack, free weights, barbells, that
Sure.
to me is most important. Then maybe like a functional trainer,
Yeah.
free motion I think is the best. But after that, I would tell people, look for one of these biangular transformers. So Magnum, which is the same company that makes that row over there, another really underappreciated brand.
Yeah.
They have a line of, they're called biangular machines. So you can
Okay.
do lat pull down, presses, shoulders, all individual pieces. This machine replicates all of those. And it's actually just as good as the individual machines, at least in my experience. That's my
Okay.
opinion. So you can do anything, you know, which obviously you have all the handle grips, but here's an example of the game of inches. You can't use this unless this is up.
That's so you got to put that up out of the
Yeah,
way.
otherwise
I love
you're going to get stuck.
I love it.
But you have the, you know, traditional pull down here. Obviously, you know, you could go both ways, which this is my favorite way to use it, which is more like a high row.
Okay.
As it comes back, you have all the different grips, but then you can actually drop this down. It becomes a shoulder press, and then you have all these different incline and flat and
So versatile, man.
yeah, and they're all great movements and great strength curve.
So the back wall is obviously the
Yeah.
like. I feel like you need to have like special music. Like as you.
I was thinking I need like lights up there. That,
Yeah, just like
they
boom,
just shine
yeah.
down. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were talking about this last time. You know, just the storage that you have come up with for all the dumbbells and all the plates. Like this is just so cool, man. Like,
Yeah,
it puts
that-
it on display big time.
I told you last time, you know, I was unfortunate that I got bit by the equipment bug and by the, you know, vintage iron bug.
Yes.
A lot of people, you know, they're usually one or the other.
Yes.
And so I had to get very creative in terms of how I was going to pack as much of this stuff in here as possible. And Bridgebuilt is the company that made this. They have a standard version of this unit. This is something that Patrick made for me custom. And that company is great to work with and super nice guy. And he's, you know, one of those people that you kind of root for.
Sure.
But this is freestanding. Everyone thinks it's on the wall. It's not. It's completely independent, freestanding. And Patrick was telling me, and I was like, man, I'm literally putting like tons of weight. Like,
Sure.
are you sure this is going to hold? He's like, don't worry, man. It's going to work.
That's great. So just with the feet that come out, it's good.
Yeah, I put lag bolts through there, but they're not holding it up. It's more like an emerg, just in case.
Yeah.
So like the thing, if it did give a little bit, it would stop it. But yeah, it's freestanding and it could definitely handle more weight. I got the long loading pins on there.
Just even more.
Yeah, so I could put even more. But
And you told me last time you didn't get into this like super long ago. Right?
into the vintage iron,
Yeah.
no, I got into that at like 2020, I think, or something like that. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I obsessed over trying to collect the dumbbell sets, the plates. The plates I literally like shipped from all over the country. Some came from California, some came from the Carolinas, and the funny thing is, like the people I would talk to were like, yeah, these actually came out of a YMCA from Pennsylvania, and I'm like,
So they're all coming back.
Yeah, they're coming back to you.
God,
But you literally like a lot of these weren't listed for sale.
Sure.
I would see somebody post something on Instagram, they might have a plate in the background.
Interesting.
And then I would just message them like, hey, I'm not weird, but
Yeah.
I saw this thing, and
Sure.
would you consider selling it? And do you have one that matches? Sometimes people just have it, and
Yes.
they don't value them the same way that I do or you do, or,
Absolutely.
or the community. I always try to do right by people though when they don't know what they have. You know,
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
first I try to secure that I'm going to buy it, and then I go, here's a fair offer
Yeah.
for it. But that's a lot of how I pulled this collection together for the plates. And my wife, she was like, there was constantly U-ship people coming up here and leaving plates in the
All the
driveway.
heavy
Yeah,
packages.
it's like, what are you doing? But it was a lot of fun, and then I was talking to you, I got them refinished.
Yes.
With a really nice
Oh,
powder
they're so
coat, and
gorgeous.
yeah, they came out really well.
Cool. Well, we brought stuff to wrap them up. That's my biggest concern
Yeah.
always is traveling. So I think we'll see if I don't know if it'd be better to maybe wrap them in.
I was
here.
going to say we could lay them out here,
Wrap
them up, laid back so you see the machining.
Yeah. Isn't it? I'd love to know more about like why some of them got that or didn't. You know.
So you're a happy man.
This is good. All going in nice and safe. Packed in here really well. It's going good. Going good. All right, guys. So we are locked and loaded. I didn't get to talk a lot as we were packing up there because I wanted to make sure that the plates all got wrapped up and secured so they can make the trip without getting damaged. But man, what a collection of deep dish plates. 10 pairs in total. 2 of the pairs are marked 45, so it means that they've got a 45 on the plates, whereas the other ones do not. So those marked 45s are more rare than the unmarked 45s, but just incredible, really. And I very much appreciate Steve, reaching out to me. You can tell how much those plates meant to him, and he had to work hard to collect all of them. So to get them all in one group like that is really rare, really special, and I don't take that lightly for sure. So as I add to my collection, being able to know about the history of what I have gotten and who it came from, those types of things mean a lot to me for sure. So I'm a little bit of sweat, a little bit of rain, all of it is totally worth it. So we are loaded. It's pretty crazy to drive all the way out here, 24-hour drive out, and then get these things loaded up and head back. But just the overall experience is really, really cool. So definitely excited to head back and get them back to my gym in Colorado. All right, guys, officially made it back home. We are in the gym and the plates are here, all wrapped in the foam. That worked really, really well. So they were safe and sound during the journey. And now we get to kind of do a unboxing in the gym. This is the weight tree they're gonna go on for right now if they will fit. And then I'm gonna need to figure out a different display to use moving forward. But let's jump into this to get this foam off and show these beautiful plates. And I feel like these are even more beautiful now in the gym lighting. But man, I'm so happy they're home. So they are all officially unwrapped. I've got them set out, and these are all unmarked 45s. As I was talking to you guys a little bit about the marked 45s, so I set out the 2 pairs of the marked 45s here. So just marked 45 means that it says 45 on here, and then all of these are unmarked, so they still weigh 45 pounds, but they do not have the 45 on them. So those are a little bit more rare, harder to find for sure. But you know, these, as I have said, these are my favorite plates, which is why I'm trying to get more of them. And you know, obviously a big shout out to Steve for thinking of me and you know, letting me get these from him, because this is, you know, truly incredible. These examples of these plates are they're incredible. They really, really are. And this sound, right? Just listen for a second, right? So when you put these plates together, that sound is incredible. It's unreplicated in my opinion, and it's just something special about the way these plates sound. So, you know, some of these are lathed as well. So like this one here, you can see that it's lathed on the back of the plate. So, you know, it's just a unique story for each one of these. And what I will say is, I feel like as I was putting these on the rack, I'm 100% gonna need to break my rule of facing all of the plates in, because this, you just really can't beat that facing out. So we're gonna figure out the home for these. Very, very happy to have them back, have them in the gym, and for their new home to be right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you all are doing amazing. For now, go out and be great. We'll check you guys later.